everybody gets. You get a choice between a glaze kit and a non-glaze kit. So if you choose the glaze kit, you're going to get an assortment of different glazes. So glazes mean the shiny stuff that goes on a pot. So this one here is a little hard to see on the camera. I'll give you some other ones here to look at. So these glazes usually get shiny. Ours will mostly be shiny. They can be different colors. So we have I'm backwards to them now. We have an ivory, a white, a blue, a plum red, and a cola green, which goes to a couple of different colors. These glazes can be mixed together. They're put onto the surface of your pieces and then fired, so your work afterwards becomes functional, or is able to be functional if you make it that way. So if you were to make a mug and put glazes, fire it and put glazes on it, glaze it and fire it, you would be able to drink out of it. You could put it in the dishwasher and stuff like that. If you're working with sculpture, it doesn't matter if it's functional because you're not going to eat out of it. Like if you make a cat, right, you're not going to eat out of it, but it's a little bit stronger. You get the shiny surface, and this surface is really durable. So that's why you might want to glaze. Glazing is really cool. Usually we think of things as being finished when they have glaze on them. Why might you not want the glaze kit? Well, glazing has to happen in a kiln. You can't do it at home in the oven unless you have a kiln at home. So to get this stuff finished, you need to bring it to campus to fire. So I suppose if any of you have a kiln at home, you can get the glaze kit and fire it at home. But for most of us, we don't have a kiln at home. And so if you get the glazing kit, you're going to be expected to come into campus. You're going to have to bring your work here. You can't come in. You can't get glaze in here, which is why I'm sending you home with glazes. Pandemic rules don't allow that right now. But you can, what we'll do is we'll do essentially curbside drop-off for you to fire your work. I will have 2 opportunities for firing during the quarter, or at least 2, because we often do a first firing, which is called a bisque firing, and a second firing, which is called a glaze firing. If you choose the glaze stuff, you need to be able to use it, you need to be able to come into campus. If you know that you're either not going to be able to or don't want to, then you probably don't want the glaze kit. I suppose if you wanted to fire somewhere else after the quarter ended, that would be okay. So you might choose the glaze kit. That's choose it if you can get here. If you like your stuff shiny and colorful, that's your choice. If you can't get here, don't want to get here, I was going to say, or are unsure. I'm not sure what to do with you if you're unsure. But if you can't get here, you don't need to get the glaze kit. I am going to show you and teach you how to glaze this quarter, and I'm going to make you show me that you understand the concepts, but I'm not going to force everyone to glaze. So if you aren't able to get here or aren't going to want to get here, then your option is the non-glaze kit. Now, to make up for all the money we spend on these folks, over here you get some tools. So you're going to get a set of modeling tools. You're going to get a set of rubber tip tools with ball styluses on the end. You're going to get a loop tool. This is just a small carving loop tool. Maybe you can see it there. Unfortunately, I thought I ordered some of these, and I think our whole kits of them didn't come in, so you're getting a single one this time around. And then you're also getting a Kemper carving tool. It's got a needle tool on one end and a carving tool on the other end. So all of those tools you can buy on your own. So if you're over here getting the glaze kit and you're like, wait, I want those tools, you can buy them online. In fact, the kit at the bookstore has, I know it has some of these. It has one of these, I believe, and it may have a rubber tip tool. So you can kind of approximate the tools. You can also buy these online if you're interested. But if you are not getting the glaze, I'm saving you money over here by not making you buy extra tools. I'm providing them all. If you aren't glazing, it is still possible to fire your work. Now, you don't have to, because firing your work requires you to get in here, right, to come to campus. So if you don't fire your work, your work is going to be a little more fragile than if you do fire it. If you want to fire it just once but not bother with the glaze over here, these two examples are both painted. So this little kind of critter here has been bisque fired and then painted with just acrylic paint. So you can still get color. It's not going to be something you can eat out of, so this teapot that has acrylic paint on, we can't use it. Probably the reason it was left in the studio. We can't use it because if you put tea in there, the paint's going to start to wear away over time. But it looks cute, right? Looks nice. And so firing is not a requirement for the class, but it is actually an option for both groups. Please, if you have questions, let me know. At pickup time, I'm not going to be there. It's going to be somebody, Gina will be there getting your kits to you. And so she is not going to be in a position to answer questions for you. So if you have questions about which kit you should do, ask her. If you show up and you don't have a plan, I guess Gina's just going to pick for you. I'm not sure, you know, I don't have a plan for if you don't know which one you want. Let me know if you have questions, inbox, or you can give me a call and we can chat. Thanks.